gonna tell you why it's happening. The United States of America wants all military members to become, they want them to have no gender. They want them to be gender neutral and they want them all to be transgender. I'm so serious. That's what the United States of America wants to do. And the United States of America does not want any Navy SEALs to have a gender. Yeah. So what they are trying to do, and this is not, I mean, they used to call me Chesty Puller, but this is not like me being better. This is some real stuff. What they are trying to do is any Marine or any veteran or any Navy SEAL that has a gender, they're trying to label them as a terrorist. I identify as female. I am a female. I am not a man and I'm not transgender. I'm actually very worried who's going to be the president after Donald Trump because this country is on a downward spiral. A part of me wishes that God would just rapture me. Nobody can control the rapture, and nobody knows when the rapture is going to happen. Even though there's been prophecies that I will be who God said I'm going to be, I just wish God would just take me up out of here because I just don't like stupid stuff. Dang, y'all hear that chicken? I'm trying to be deep. This my baby. No, I'm playing. I ain't pregnant, y'all. I'm not pregnant. That's the food baby. But um I hate stupid stuff. And I just think it's stupid that I'm literally being targeted because I identify as a female, as a veteran. Like, do I go to Russia for like what do you do? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what do you do? What do you do? Like, who do you talk to? Like, who do you like what do you say? Like, this is the reality of the veteran life as a military that I've risen. Thank you, by the way, for Storms Will Go having 3.4 million on SoundCloud. Anyway, but what is this is the reality of being a veteran. You think it's all over, you think it's good until one day you get targeted by the FBI because you're not gay. What? And then like because you know you're military trained, you know the real reason it's happening, but they have the audacity to try to like orchestrate all of these false allegations to make it seem like I should go ahead and tell people that like they're paying people to lie on R. Kelly. Found that out. That's how I knew I had gotten set up. Now, how did me and R. Kelly end up in the same prison system at the same time? We're both black and from Chicago. It was a setup by the FBI. That's how I found out that they were actually that's how I found out that the government is paying people to lie on R. Kelly. They're paying people to lie on R. Kelly to say that he has sexually abused people and he has not done it. Welcome to the United States of America. You know, it's even like just this is now I'm just randomly talking, and that's the truth of the situation. Like, and it has a lot to do with music. Okay, Holy Ghost, we about to flip to the military to music. I feel like I'm in a double war because even though I'm a military veteran, I'm also musically inclined. So I'm dealing with like a lot of secret persecution, like from TuneCore to Google or um, Apple Music trying to block my music, but my music keeps getting out. And they keep trying to make an artificial intelligence of like this white girl saying that she's me and she's not me. I'm Precious Diamond. Who is this white girl pretending to be me? And so she's like they're trying to erase me, but they can't erase me because they don't want people to know that I'm black. Even though I'm mixed, like I call it triple racial. I'm Irish from Cromwell, Zimbabwe, and Mayan, right? But they don't want people to know, oh, there's a royal that was in the Marines that's black and she just found out. They don't want people to know that. And so what I learned in dealing with music is that when you're black, you have to think about it this way. The only way that Beyonce could become Beyonce is because she's royal. That's her DNA. So a lot of people that are in music right now, their DNA is royal. My DNA is royal. I just found out. I just found out. My grandfather, um, I don't want to say too much on here, but I'm related to a very famous Spanish navigator. And my grandfather is a king. I just found out on my ancestry. I just found out. So my DNA is royal. And so all of this FBI stuff happened after I submitted my DNA. And it's because they don't want people to know that there's like royal blacks in the United States of America. They don't want you to know that. So I'm dealing with like three things. I'm a descendant of a black royal. I'm a United States Marine Corps veteran, and I can sing, but I'm black, which is why I keep dealing with these allegations of the FBI who keep trying to give me the identity of a terrorist because they know that my DNA is royal. So when you get into stuff like R. Kelly, it's because I believe that R. Kelly is also a royal. Beyonce's a royal. Jay-Z, in my opinion, I think he's a royal too. I don't really like him because I don't like the things that he says, but you have to understand Jay-Z, the only way that he could become who he is because his DNA. That's the only way. Beyonce, the only way she could become who she is because that's her DNA. That's how they arose into power like that. That's their DNA. So all of these black artists, you have to understand, are their DNA is I should have said I had chicken wild sauce. I should have said chicken wild sauce. I'm back. Anyway, all of these black artists that have arisen into power, into position, is because that's their DNA to do that. That's their DNA. These are the children of black kings and queens. And not all of the kings or queens are black. My grandfather is white, who I'm related to, that's royalty. He's a white man. And that's why like I keep getting harassed. Like they don't like me because I'm black, but they really don't like that I am the black descendant of an Irish king. They don't like that. But it's the truth. Irish or Cromwell, it's the truth. They don't like that I'm the black descendant of a Spanish navigator. They don't like that. But it's the truth. So you have to understand that all of these people have arisen into power, into position. Oh Lord, because it's their DNA to do so. So we're dealing with something that the FBI is trying to kill all of the black royals that are in the United States of America. Yeah. So it's a lot to deal with. It's a lot to deal with. Like, why are the FBI trying to slander and kill all of these black people? You want to know why? It's their DNA. The United States of America doesn't want the people to know that there are black royalty here in the United States of America, and it is. R. Kelly got set up. Even when you look at his situation, one, I believe his ex-wife is lying because she doesn't show any signs of a rape survivor. She doesn't show any signs of that. If she was raped, she would drop the name Kelly, but she won't do it. Why? Because that's her money. The daughter, I also think, is lying. If he really, I'm so sick and tired of these goddamn spam calls. Anywho, if he really did that to you, then why are you walking the red carpets dressing up as Aaliyah? Because he didn't do that to you. So there's a lot of things like that goes on in the music industry. It's not necessarily black on black issues. It's like FBI issues that the FBI hates you because you're black, and they're trying to do everything they can to destroy you because you're black. And it's the truth. It's the truth. Even with Kamala Harris, she messed her whole political campaign up. She built her political campaign of not really helping black people. And then when it was time for her to run for the presidency, the truth was, Kamala, you're still black. You're black. President Trump, I saw it was just like a really bad situation because President Trump, at one of his rallies, they were saying some really racist stuff. Like, he was making fun of, well, one of the people, wasn't Trump, one of the people with Trump were saying, like, making fun of black people for eating watermelon. Some really racist stuff. But the truth of the matter is, they weren't gonna let no black woman win against no white man, even if he did go to jail. So there is some stuff that is still going on. And you're going to see her day's gonna come of her being persecuted because she's still black. In the United States of America, you can only get up so high. You can only get up so high before they start lying. You see what happened with Jay-Z. And I don't even like Jay-Z. And I don't like Jay-Z. I think that the stuff he says about God is ugly. I don't even like Jay-Z. Jay-Z's company sued the police department. A few days later, this false allegation came out that he raped the 11-year-old girl because that was the setup. You know why? Because they're saying Jay-Z is black. Who does he think he is? Suing a police department. That's some real stuff. With R. Kelly, you want to know why? I was looking at his music video, Flirt with him and another artist with T.I. And R. Kelly had the word king on his sweater. I said, oh, it's not. That's why they set R. Kelly up. Because he viewed himself as a king. Not only was he a king, he was the dark skinned king. So these are the things that are happening in the United States of America as artists, that don't assume that because a FBI or U.S. Marshal or police officer is involved, that black artist has done something. No, these are racist people. There are Ku Klux Klan members in the FBI. There are Nazis in the FBI. There are Ku Klux Klan members in the United States Marine Corps and Nazis in the United States Marine Corps. And they hate, do you hear what I say? They hate black people and black artists that arise into a higher influence and position of them. See, I understand. I'm not dealing with black people that don't like me. I'm dealing with racist Nazis and Ku Klux Klan members that are in FBI uniforms and police uniforms that are trying everything they can to slander me because they hate that I'm black. And it's the truth. So when I went and I saw myself on a watch list, I'm like, what Ku Klux Klan member put me on a watch list in the FBI? Take your defeat and go. Even like I got a fine for the property from 799. I'm like, take your loss and disappear. The case is dismissed. You lost the case. Move on. You hate the fact that you lied on a black woman and it was exposed, and I'm not in jail because I was facing 300 days over for some crazy stuff that didn't even happen. But they all did that because I was black. So as I'm rebuilding my life, even some things like, it's just a lot of stuff going on, y'all. You have to understand that we were kings and queens in Africa. We were kings and queens in Africa. History is being created because this generation is the generation that you are going to see black kings and queens come back into power, into position. In this generation is going to happen. So the reason why the FBI is attacking, I know they're attacking me, who this Precious call herself, Queen Diamond. You know, because I am the queen. What do you mean? My father is an Irish king from Cromwell. What is you saying? And you really need to stop because baby, once it's revealed, that's treason. I'm not stupid. That test said that girl is Irish from Cromwell. Baby, I traced it back. That red haired man is my pappy. So it's just a lot of stuff going on. It's a lot of stuff going on. It's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff going on. So when you see stuff in the news about black artists, don't automatically assume that they did it, because I'm telling you they didn't. What's going on in the news is the simple fact that we this generation is the generation that blacks are going to become kings and queens. And the FBI and the military, SWAT, US Marshals are trying to kill and assassinate all black royalties and the descendants of the black royalties, but they can't because God won't allow it. The word of God says in Isaiah 54:17 that no weapon that is formed against me will be able to prosper, and every tongue that rises against me in judgment you shall condemn, because that is the heritage of the servants of the Lord.